Here's a quick update on the progression of my garden. As you see, I've got carpeted paths now between the rows. This is old carpet from when we recarpeted our master bedroom last February, and it's been sitting out in the yard ever since. But it's held up pretty well. It's faded. You can see the original color versus what's been in the sunlight, but you know, I don't care. It's in my garden. And it's a nice soft on the knees. I really like this development a lot. So again, the plants are getting a little bit bigger over here. Terry had some leftover tomato seedlings, so I planted all those. There's a Sophie's Choice form. This is the one specially made for crozet. It's getting pretty big. Already you can see it hasn't been planted that long. More my seedlings in the Three Sisters bed are starting to come up. I actually had to thin this squash. We're only supposed to have 2 squash plants and there were 3, and none came up over here, so I transplanted that little tiny one. Hopefully it'll take. So it's doing good. I've mulched around the carrots now. Coming around here, you can see where Terry took out half the daisies. I've got my parsley has germinated down there. I don't know if you can see on this. The lilac or lavender's doing well. Here's the rest of the Sophie's Choice. I got 3 seedlings here, 4 over here, and then I built my cucumbers. That teepee was already established last time, so I built this one. It's still not tacked down on all 5 sticks to the ground. I need to find some more landscape pins, but we've got 5 brandywine tomato plants here. You see I cleared and mulched by the butterfly bush, just making this one little bed. And these beds are not necessarily going to be permanent. They're just to get something in for this season. They've got annuals, so it's easy to change them next year. And I protected my dill. It's not doing that great, and part of me thinks I might be stepping on it because it's on the corner, so I protected it so I wouldn't accidentally run the wheelbarrow over it, because this is where the wheelbarrow can fit and all. I started to clear away around the daisies, or I mean daylilies, because I originally thought I'd put some of the tomatoes here along the fence, except then I realized the deer could eat them really easily over the fence without jumping the fence. So anyway, but look at this mound of dirt in front of the daylilies. Isn't that bizarre? Terry must have created that somehow when he was digging this place up last year. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. It's a lot of work to dig up the ground. So bit by bit, I'll start by weeding and getting it cleared out and seeing what perennials are left in there, and then make a decision. This side of the garden is still pretty much a disaster. But bit by bit, I'll get there. Looking at this side of the garden, it's a little bit neater. You can see I've put in, next to the drain pipe, which I have no idea where that's from, on the house. I put a little workstation there, so I've got my hose curled up. I need to get rid of a lot of the stuff that's on the stoop and get that out of my garden because it's no longer fit for the purpose here. Okay, more updates in the future as the garden progresses. Let's end with a nice close-up of my pretty coreopsis in blue.